Most accusations against the Scampi industry are from groups that don't want bottom contact trawling. That is the start, that's where they come from. And the data they use to try and support that argument has been debunked. It's false, they know it's false, but they continue to push it. Most fishermen now that I know are more sustainably minded than anything else. They want to invest in their future and they want to ensure the stocks are protected. It's not in their interests to do what we're accused of.
The claim that bycatch is equivalent to the amount of scampi that are landed and consumed is somewhat distorted, insofar as we have to remember that some of that bycatch is actually composed of commercial species which are landed and sold into the human food chain. So the most important thing about this fishery is, yes, it's catching nephrops, yes, it's catching some other species of fish, but we eat them. And there are some of those species of fish which then go back in the sea. And the ones that go back in the sea, 20%.
As an industry, we routinely carry out trials just to see if we can improve selectivity and just various other, the way nets operate and the way they perform in the water. And in one particular trial back in 2011, where we used two nets, one the trial net and another a control net, which catches everything, so you can see how the trial net's performing. The two sets of data were produced. Now, obviously, the control net catches everything and it's listed so we can see what's caught. In a recent accusation against the industry, it was the data from the control net that was used against the sector. That's not nets we use. We never use nets like that. The selectivity of the nets we use is probably 4 or 5 times greater than the control net. But that was the information that was used against the industry.
I think a lot of these messages are misconstrued purely by people who just maybe haven't had the time to get educated from people like ourselves. They're only reading snippets in the media that are just headline grabbers, but if they were to come along and see what really happens, they would maybe get an education and realise that fishing is a lot more sustainable than they could ever imagine.